Together.
Okay, so this is my mother, Martha, her friend Max, and myself, and we are discussing the video misrepresentation. So, Mom, why don't you read the first question?
Like misrepresentation on Facebook.
No, it's not at the top. The first question is the first bullet point.
Oh. What most surprised you by the film?
By the film.
What most surprised you?
That's an odd question.
It should be about, not
What
by.
most surprised you about the film?
Yeah.
I guess so, sure.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing surprised you
Suppose
about
there
the
was
film?
anything that most surprised me. I don't normally watch things that's sexually explicit on the television as was shown in the movie. So I'm not really sure what channels those sexually explicit film clips were from. I don't see those
A
things.
variety of stuff, but okay.
Okay. What about you? What most surprised you about the film?
Nothing.
Max said nothing.
Okay.
What most surprised me about the film was the number of women that were PhDs in the film who had actually worked in media and actually haven't seen it improve, but actually have gotten worse. So I guess I would be the most thing. Okay, second question.
Have you ever felt misrepresented by the media? Well, I don't know that I feel
Yes, I've felt misrepresented by the
Never
media.
been represented by the media. So.
Well, I think in general, maybe the question is, do you feel that somebody like yourself has been misrepresented by the media?
Well, I don't feel represented in the media. Perhaps that's a better answer.
You don't feel represented in the media. Okay.
Correct.
I feel like I've been misrepresented in the media, but that's just because there's a stereotype of how men are supposed to behave and what we're supposed to be like and whatnot. And that's a general idea that's been confused by conservatives, cowboys, Indians, and general masculinity. So, next question.
In what ways do you feel pressured to conform to the media-generated images of what it means to be a man or a woman?
I feel that I need to, in my generation, I have to worry about what my body hair, which I really don't care about, but I'm told to. I'm told to worry about my chest hair, my pubic hair, my facial hair, hair anywhere in my body, since being shaved is the new thing for people with Generation X and Generation Y. I'm told to worry about my weight, that I need a six-pack constantly, and yeah. Obviously, I don't care about any of these things, but hey. You, Mom.
In what ways do I feel pressured to conform to the media-generated images? I don't know that I particularly feel influenced by the media that I see on television. I suppose we're all sort of somewhat subconsciously influenced by hairstyles or makeup styles that we see.
Okay.
What about you, Max? Do you feel anything? Pressure?
Nope.
No pressure.
What is one step you can take to change the way media portrays women and girls and men, for that matter? The only step I could see taking is my choice of what I watch, or choice of what movies I go to see.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
But you could also, there is also a consumer aspect to it. You
I'm
could
answering the question
Okay.
as it asks me the question. You can answer the question as it asks you the
Okay.
question.
All right. So
I don't intend to get involved in any particular organization. I do mentoring of young women in high school. So if they're influenced by the media, I try to influence them in a positive way. Okay.
I will try to avoid buying products that are actually that use commercials to sponsor people in negative styles and formats as best I can.
What are some ways that you'd like to see the media better represent you? Well, actually, I would like to see the media have more intellect, more depth of thought involved in the production of programming. I think they rather celebrate being stupid. It's not something that I've ever particularly understood.
Okay. I concur. I think there is a celebration of being stupid. There's obviously a very big need to literally conform to something or literally not conform. And actually the not conforming is actually also taking on a big thing. Either you're an A-lister with a polo shirt on and a preppy, or you're some sort of punk rocker with tons of tattoos and piercings. And anybody in between is just not conforming enough or a geek.
Would you like Max to answer a question?
Sure. I've had Max answer the question.
Well, I watch the News Hour on PBS, which I think is a nice balance of men and women, and I think they do a good job, and the other people I mostly don't watch. So.
Okay.
Okay. How can we change our cultural mindset to be more accepting of women in leadership?
Well,
What would you do?
I don't know, but in California we have 2 women senators, and a woman is Speaker of the House, so we seem to be doing well.
Was Speaker of the House.
Oh, okay.
Nancy was.
Okay.
I don't know about the state Congress.
But, so we sort of
But Boehner's Speaker.
We've already done a fairly good job of doing that.
We're doing fairly well.
In California.
Yeah.
But would you say that, like, the comments that you heard by, like, people like Rush Limbaugh or Mr. Blembeck or something that you saw in the movie, would you say that those are actually negative comments about their leadership or actually comments about how these women appear?
The question is, how can we change our cultural mindset?
Well, yeah, but that's...
And I don't listen to those people. I don't pay any attention to them. And the people who do, it's very difficult to change their opinion because they seem to think they speak for them.
If we have enough people not watching them, then they won't be on the air anymore, and that will help to change the cultural mindset.
I'm going to point out a fact of what you could do is you could say, you know what, I understand that you don't politically agree with somebody like Nancy or you don't politically agree with somebody like Barbara Boxer. However, you could say that having a political pundit say vicious things about the woman's looks don't bring anything to the conversation about whether or not they agree with the politics.
Oh, sure.
All right, good. That's the last question.
Is that the last question?
Yes, we're finished.
All right, so apparently this is 7 minutes. So this is my mom, our friend Max, and me, Colin Williams from Journalism 310, doing a video. Thank you.